There we go.
There we go.
All right, peeps. Nobody's on here yet because we just hit go live. Well, a couple of you badass mofos are going to get on here and check out a few things here on YouTube and on Facebook. That Facebook. Anyway.
Was that intentional?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Neil, how the hell are you doing, man?
I'm doing fine.
Just fine?
Just fine.
Yeah.
Looking forward to Mile High Profit Summit.
Me too. So as you're jumping on here, guys, drop it in the chat. Who the hell are you? Where are you at? And what do you do? I always like to see what's going on in the world. Who's hopping on here and spending some time with us? We are gearing up for the final Mile High Profit Summit.
Last one. Yeah.
Yeah. Neil, a bunch of people are going like, why is this the last one?
They're freaking out.
Yeah,
like something's
what's
wrong.
Funny is they think we have something else up our sleeve, and we don't.
Well, they think one of two things. Like we have this master plan where we're scheming behind the scenes to manipulate you into buying tickets to this Mile High.
Yeah.
Or they think like the world is ending, the sky is falling, and something is wrong, so we're never going to do it again. And I don't think either one of those are true. So
why aren't we doing it again?
Because we always try to up the game, and it just feels kind of stale at this point. Like it's run its course. We've done it, been there, done that, and it just doesn't feel like we need to do it again. Is that a fair analysis?
Yeah, Aaron, what's up? Good to see you guys. If you're joining us live, drop who you are in the chat, and we'd love to just say hi to you. Yeah, I would agree with that. I think it's okay. Many years ago, I listened to this podcast. Remember Derek Sievers?
Oh, very. Yep, definitely.
Yeah. What do you have, like CD Baby and all these other
CD
companies?
Baby? He started CD Baby, yes.
Yeah, a bunch of the youngsters are like, "What's a CD?" Anyway,
I got a whole closet full in the other room. Yeah.
He had said that when he's making a decision to do something, if it's not a hell yes, then it's a no.
Then it's a hell no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think as powerful as this event is, and just because this is the last year doesn't mean it's not going to be great. It just means like you said, we're ready for the next thing, whatever the next thing is, and we don't even know. And I'm excited to figure it out, but it's just not a hell yes.
Planning it.
Yeah.
When we started planning, we didn't know it was the last one. So we
had no clue.
Attempting to up the game.
Yeah.
And it was as we got closer, we just decided like, how are we going to up the game next year? I mean, each year we've upped it, and we can't do that forever.
No, and well, listen, a very real conversation here is, to keep upping it in the way that we're doing it now, it's going to raise prices.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we basically break even on the event.
If we're lucky.
And, we don't do this to be a big moneymaker. We do this to bring our FWs together and build community and help people win at higher levels. And I think there's massive value in that. But it's damn near $500,000 to put this fucking event on. And if for us to make it bigger and better, it's
say that number again.
$500,000.
It's fucking insane. It costs more to put this event on than I paid for my house. It's insane. I don't think people understand that, the risk we take to put on this event, because we have to say we're going to do it more than a year in advance to book the hotel and save the hotel. And we're signing contracts. Like, I don't know how many contracts I've signed over the last 6 months. It's like, I can't even tell you. Yeah. There's so many. So there's such a commitment we've made to put on this event. And I'd be lying if I said it wasn't stressful.
Well, like this year,
Horribly
we
stressful.
got Tommy Mello coming in, who's running a $300 million company, and he's going to be. I'm opening the event with a quick talk, and then Tommy's coming on after me. And guys like Tommy ain't cheap, and nor should they be. But
Yep.
you know, Aaron in here in the chat was like, "Don't you preach constant improvement?" LOL. Yeah, we do. And so the improvement of this event is we're going to make it better in a different way. And you know, one of the things
we'll do something. We
what's
don't know what
rolling
the
around
something is yet, but we'll do something. It doesn't mean that we're not having live events anymore.
Right.
It just means that we're not having Mile High anymore. And no, it doesn't mean that we're going to announce that we're doing, you know, the Chicago Profit Summit or the Charlotte Profit Summit. It means that, you know, we're going to do something different, but it's going to be completely different.
Yeah, what's rolling around in my brain is doing more events next year.
Yeah. Yes.
You know, instead of one big event, we do multiple regional ones, and you know, where we have
to get out and meet.
Yeah.
To get out where everyone is, instead of making everyone come to us, let's go to them. So that's kind of the thought we've had behind the scenes, but we have nothing definitive, no dates, no contracts, no anything.
So that being said, actually, hold on. Those of you that are here live right now, where are you at? What do you do? We got Aaron here. He's in North Carolina. Tate Home Services. Appreciate you being here. Who else is here?
I love Aaron, but I'd love to see more than Aaron too. So who else is out there?
What do we got? It's the 4th of July week, man. You know, and you know what sucks is a lot of people are all right, I'm gonna preach here a minute. Okay. Go.
Oh geez.
All right.
I'll just sit back.
A lot of you motherfuckers are going, oh, it's a holiday week, so you're gonna take your foot off the gas and you're not gonna fucking attack. And this is actually one of those separation seasons in the year, you guys. Okay. It's that simple. When you lean in harder, when most people lean off the gas, you win more. It's that simple. All right. So anyway, oh, look at that. They all start chiming in now.
They started to.
Hey, look. What's up, man? Thomas is coming. Didn't he just
Thomas bought a ticket today? Yeah.
What's up, brother?
Two.
Krenner. Yeah. Coming back in 2024 after missing last year. Appreciate you, Jeff. Thank you. Jeff Fielder, what's up, man? San Diego. Spinelli, are we going to see you?
Spinelli.
I don't know, Steve. Yeah, you know what, Steve? You this probably won't help you. So, you know, you got it all figured out. You know, it's all good, brother. You know I love you. Luke, thanks for being here. He says he loves the channel. Real shit. All right. So, Luke, I got a question. We got a lot of people that are like, love the channel. Why doesn't this guy have 1 million subs and all that other shit? From your point of view, Luke, just Luke, why don't we have 1 million subs?
We've just hired Luke for the marketing team.
No shit. Steve's coming. Awesome, brother.
So,
dude,
does that yes mean he's coming to Mile High?
He just said he's coming. I think he said he's coming. He said
okay.
Yes. I said
awesome.
He's coming, and I saw yes pop up.
I haven't seen
another
Steve
question.
in a few
Sometimes
years.
I ask more than one question. So
yeah.
Luke says it's the algorithm. Probably because I swear too much. I don't know. I don't go political, so I don't know. That's not the issue. But anyway.
Arizona in December.
Who's
heading to Arizona?
He said, when we're like, where are we going to go?
Oh.
So it's funny. I haven't. So guys, for those of you that are on here right now, Neil's the CEO of the Contractor Fight. So he works way harder than I do. He makes everything happen. I go, hey, I got this idea. And he goes, that's a stupid fucking idea. And I go, I don't care. I want to do it anyway. And he's like, okay. So that's how it works. But
no,
I can tell you hands down, though, we are not the company we are without Neil. We go way back many years.
There's a 3 ask rule.
Yeah, there's a
you have to ask
rule.
3 times.
Bring it up at least 3 times. He knows I'm serious about it because I have an idea every 5 minutes. What's this? Well, if you want to get political thoughts on Dan Pena's town hall.
No, we don't need to get
I
political.
didn't see it. I know nothing about it.
Don't know what he's talking about.
But
we'll go back to
anyway,
Steve.
Jeff,
Steve, today's the last day to grab your ticket at Early Bird. So
don't spend more money.
I want to see you, but don't spend more than you have to. Of course, you can probably afford it, so spend more than you have to.
Steve, in all seriousness, I love your consistency with your content on LinkedIn.
His LinkedIn stuff he's got a LinkedIn game.
The most power. And Steve, by the way, I share this with clients of mine all the time, my one-on-one clients and shit. They're like, I don't know what to post. You did a video at least a year and a half ago now where you went in on like a Saturday or a Sunday.
I know the one you're talking about. Yep.
He resanded the fucking trim and he's like, I'm going to shoot these again because it's not right. That best marketing video ever right there.
Yep.
So
yep. That was a great video.
Yeah. Love you, brother.
But
Jeff
yeah,
Fielder,
for the rest
Arizona,
of you,
December, Arizona in December. I don't know if it'll be December, but Arizona is on my radar for a meetup because I have a relationship with a pretty solid branding guy and marketing guy that's been on me going, hey, let's do an event together. So we'll see. Never know. And my daughter is at Grand Canyon University, one of my daughters.
That's what I thought you were going to say. So, I thought that would be the top reason, but.
Well, that is the top reason. But
okay. That's better.
Is that better? Okay.
Yep. Lead with Iris next time. Yeah.
Excuse me. My voice is fried. So guys, we're here tonight just to shoot the shit a little bit, answer any questions about Mile High Profit Summit. Some of you might be like, what the fuck's that? And, well, it's our annual event. That's the last year in Denver. And we bring in a bunch of top kick-ass people and this and that. So let's see. Questions. Luke, any chance you may collaborate with Andy Elliott or Jeremy Minor? I know Jeremy. We've had conversations. Andy, I'll just say probably not. So anyway, I think there's some alignment issues of the way we do things. So anyway, how do you let the reins go and let someone else run the show? I will give my answer, and then I will ask Neil to share what he thinks from his perspective, because he runs our company now for the last 2 years. It's been 2 years, dude.
It's almost 2 years. Yeah. It's coming up close on the 2-year anniversary of when you asked me. Yeah.
Yeah. We all talk about delegating and giving ownership to people and this and that. And I think a lot of people do it prematurely. The idea of it, I've made this mistake before. Neil, you've watched me through the years with my painting businesses and with the fight. And I give people something because I like everybody and I see the best in everybody. And so I just figure they can do it. And what I've learned through the years is that when you're going to give somebody control of something in the business, you need to have a lot of time in the game with that person, where you really understand their heart and their motivation. They have to have a proven track record of just honoring commitments and things like that. That's where I've come. That's where I'm at now. And, Aaron, to answer that question, when I called Neil, I was on a walk one day and I actually was in Arizona when I made the call. We were out there for a week or so. And I said, what do you feel about me stepping over as founder and you being the CEO? But Neil had been we'd known each other over 20 years, number one. Number two, you'd been doing so much for the fight already. You were kind of already the CEO in some ways. You just didn't have the title. And so I think the trust was really built up. Like, you'd just proven yourself time and time again. Like, I don't have to worry about this dude. you know, and we don't really, would you say we knock heads? I don't think we knock heads. We have very direct conversation, but and I know not every position in a business is like this, but like we've had so much time together. We just know how each other thinks. You know, the queen, my wife, for those that don't know, her name's Lee. She calls us John and Paul from the Beatles. She's like, when you two get together, magic happens.
I'm John, by the way.
Yeah, I don't give a shit.
Yeah, I do.
So. Yeah, well, Paul's still alive, so I'm good. You've been dead for 20 years.
More, 40.
But I
Over
just think,
40.
is it 40? Oh my God. Are we that old?
He died in 1980, man. At the age of 40.
I was 11.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Yep.
So were you. You were 12. Maybe.
Yes.
Anyway, I just
Yes,
think, you know, delegation is great, but I think I've made the mistake where you delegate too soon and let go of the reins, as Aaron has asked, and let someone else run the show. So I think it's a combination of some things. Like if I didn't have the history with Neil when I was hiring a CEO, it'd be a very different journey. But
yeah,
you know, because we pretty much started the fight together, you know, it was an easy thing. But you know, if you're gonna let somebody have the reins on a project and be your foreman and run the job, they've got to have the skills. You can't just do it because of seniority or you like somebody. They have to have the skills to do the thing. You know, in fact, I don't believe in like you get promoted because of seniority. You get promoted because of your skills. You know, so I don't know. What are your thoughts, man?
well, the first thing I thought of was trust.
Mm-hmm.
So I think you brought that up too, but I think the first thing is trust. And you know, again, I can't speak for anyone else, but for us, like you said, it's been 2001, 2002. When did we meet? Somewhere back there. So it's been over 20 years. So we've known each other forever. And I don't know how to say this without sounding like a dick, but I kind of earned it by just being around here for so many years and proving that I'm in. Right. So, there were, for many years, I said something amazing is going to happen here and I want to be here when it does. And so I just kept hanging around. And Tom couldn't get rid of me if he wanted to. So,
well, it's funny because I'm looking for the text that I sent you on this.
Well, and the text you sent me was, you should be the CEO, I believe was the text. I was laying there on a Sunday afternoon reading a book and pops up on my iPad, you should be the CEO. Like,
yeah. And here's why. And I could prove it to you if I could find it. I can't find it, you guys, but my number one reason was trust. You know, Neil and I have had that relationship.
And well, and the other thing here that people may not know is, you know, like John and Paul, we are the opposite. We fit together. So Tom is the one with an idea a second. He's the one that loves people. He's the one that wants to hug you. I want to hide in the other room. But was that one of these? Is that what that was?
No, it wasn't. I was literally just scratching my nose. I'm sorry. I was
using this finger.
No, I honestly.
But yeah, we're opposites, so we fit together very well. So I'm good at things he's not good at, and he's great at things I'm not good at. So I think that's another big piece of it too. Is when you are the same, one of you is not necessary. Right. So we kind of you complete me. Is kind of the theme there. Yeah.
So sweet.
Yeah.
Funny things are happening in my pants right now. So anyway,
Wow.
Anthony Abbott's here.
What's up,
from YouTube. Place? Speaking of badass motherfuckers, Anthony, you want to come on here?
Oh.
Where are you at?
Anthony Abbott.
Anthony, I'm sending you a shit. How do I do it on here? Damn it. I'm going to email you because my text thing isn't working right. So you don't have to come on, but in case you do.
In case he's bored with nothing to do.
Here's the link. I just emailed it to you, Anthony. So Anthony, you guys is if you heard the podcast, he grew from 300 grand to 2.7 million in a year as a GC, 50% gross profit, subbing everything out. Then he grew to 3.4. Now he's in the threes. One of our coaches in the fight, total badass. Anyway, so Anthony, if you want to jump on, jump on. Let's see. Thomas sold the biggest job ever. Queen's on board to go. Our anniversary is close to mile high. Tickets are purchased. Awesome, brother.
Anniversary in Denver. Awesome.
Yep. Guy says, I'm at a crossroads. My customers almost always call me back. And since I work alone, that means I'm always doing different things. I had planned on getting systematic and fast at a few services, but that would require leaving my customers behind. Thoughts? So, at my first read, guy is like, I got to systemize some things. I got to pick a lane. And picking a lane means I'm saying no to some of the people that help me get to where I'm at. Right? Hopefully, Guy, I'm accurate with that. Anthony's here. What's up, homie?
What's up, man?
I knew you'd be here.
We caught him off guard. He's not on that sexy background he usually has.
Oh, I know. I'm actually like in my bedroom, man.
Are you in bed?
Hey, is that where the magic happens?
No.
Yeah. Magic, torture, whatever you want to call it. No. Actually, it's pretty close to my bedtime. The early bird gets the worm, so we're. I actually just got done hanging up a new TV in the living room, and Lindsay and Ethan are in there watching the show, and Ashton's in bed, and I'm just chilling, and I was like, I got a notification on LinkedIn. I was like, what the hell is this all about? And I see you guys up on there. I said, well, I'll be damned.
Saw these two idiots on
since you're
LinkedIn.
here,
Yeah.
Since you're here, Guy is on here. He says, I'm at a crossroads. My customers almost always call me back. And since I work alone, that means I always do different things. I had planned on getting systematic and fast at a few services, but that would require leaving my customers behind. Thoughts?
Leaving your customers behind?
Basically, he's been doing everything, and now he wants to focus, maybe niche down, and that means that he might not be a good fit for the people that helped him get here. What are your thoughts on that?
I mean, I look back, and I was trying to be everything to everyone for a long time, but it just wasn't profitable. And when I coach on this, I talk about like the 80-20 rule. And if you job cost and you track enough, you'll realize that about 20% of the project types that you do are responsible for about 80% of your profit. So focus on that 20, do more of the 20. And if you got to say no, but don't leave them hanging. You could still be the guy, right? Refer them to another great contractor, stay top of mind, and they'll be grateful for you. They'll understand.
Mm-hmm. They will.
But your wallet and your checking account will be thankful if you niche down and focus on 2 or 3 areas and just be great at that. It's like the best restaurants do like one thing really, really, really well.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why they're the best. They don't make a bajillion different things in the world and be mediocre at them and find wild success. They do 1 or 2 things really good. So I do the same thing. That's why I only do kitchens, bathrooms, and whole house renovations.
Love it. Thoughts, Neil?
What got you here won't get you there.
Yeah.
True.
That's my thought. So those people supported you. They were helpful, but at some point you're not a fit for everyone. So you have to make a decision and cut them loose. So, I mean, that goes for customers, that goes for employees. This is a horrible thing with employees too. There are stages of a business, and at some point they don't fit anymore. And we've had to make some tough decisions about people that, didn't fit.
That's never fun. And
No.
especially like, whether it's employees or customers that believed in you in the beginning, they gave you a
Right.
shot. Like, I get that.
Right.
So Guy, I think you just have to have a honest conversation when those leads come in and say, hey, listen, I've made some tweaks in the business and I super appreciate you reaching out. I think so-and-so might be a better fit for you. And I have a great relationship with so-and-so, whatever, you'll figure it out. But I think it's just have empathy and gratitude, and the tonality and the spirit that you communicate these things is the biggest thing.
Yeah. I love what Anthony said there, that don't leave them hanging. So, you're the guy that knows construction. They're not. So they're looking to you for help, whether you're the one that can provide it or not. Yep. So, make that connection for them. I love being a connector and helping people, get what they want, even if I can't do it.
Yep.
Yeah, that's just good business, I think, all the way around. Even for, new fresh leads, if you can't help them, put them in the right direction. I have no problem referring some potential clients to other GCs in different areas that I don't work in. If they're out of my service area, I say, hey, call Ethan or call Richard. These guys are both great, but they're probably dominating in their area. I just don't go there.
Yep.
Yeah, but I always want them to call me first. Oh, yeah. I want to be the guy that says I want it or I don't want it. So if you can set up that relationship where, hey, I'm your guy, call me and I'll help you find the person.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Big time.
That's one of my core values. Y'all didn't know that. When it's hanging up in my office, it's be the guy.
Oh, I did not know that. Yeah.
Yep. One of my core values.
Hey, speaking of being the guy, how's your bodybuilding going?
It's going.
You're pretty big. You're looking thick, man.
I'm feeling thick. It's almost like I'm so ready to cut. But I have about another 30 pounds. What's that?
Shoulder okay?
Yeah, shoulder's good. That was a little dicey there for a while, but I took some time off, and that was the right thing to do. So now I'm good. Feeling good. I'm weighing about 270 right now. I got about 30 more pounds to go. I want to hit 300 on the scale, and then I'll start cutting. So I don't know where I'll be in 3 months.
I just can't even comprehend 300.
Hey, Neil, did you know that Anthony's ass probably weighs as much as you do?
Yeah, probably. Right. His glutes, his hamstrings. Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Probably. Luke's got a thing here. We need committed workers within companies to grow and develop, but many guys just aren't there.
What's he doing to communicate his vision and get their buy-in?
Bingo. Yeah, Luke, you got to be the fucking dreamcaster in your business. It's Luke, where do you live? What city? And I'm opening up another window so I can't see it. So when you guys see it, let me know. Is he typing?
I don't know. I'm just waiting. The anticipation is killing me.
Waiting, man. Where do you live? He might have said it earlier in the stream. Hold on, let me go back and look.
No, I'm looking in the comments and I don't see it yet.
I don't see anything. All right, well, here's the thing, Luke. I live in Colorado Springs, and the greater Colorado Springs area is, Colorado Springs is probably roughly 500,000 people. All right. So first, I think you need to start reframing what you're telling yourself. You're telling me, like, where I live, out of 500,000 people, I can't find 4 or 5 people that would want to fucking buy into my vision, right? So first, you got to admit that it's possible. Okay. Second, I think it's about you just continually. One of the best things we can do as leaders is keep talking about where we want to go, where we're going, what it means for all of you. What's in it for me is what everyone's thinking that works for you. Like, he's in Michigan. Well, what fucking part of Michigan, nerd Luke? Okay, Michigan's a big fucking state. All right, Ann Arbor, or is it Paw Paw? Okay, so aren't you impressed I knew Paw Paw, by the way? So
I don't know.
Is that even that was a thing? I thought you were making shit up again.
Rapids, who knows?
What's that island? Is that part of Michigan?
Sure.
Okay.
But Luke, you got to be like, you go live from your job sites and shit where the real estate is more expensive. So southeastern part of Michigan, southeastern. Okay.
So basically Chicago.
No, that's southwestern.
I hear some
Oh,
victim
right.
mindset in there.
Tell me more.
All right, so where the real estate is more expensive. I mean, you hear everyone say, well, that's not going to work in my area, or see here, the real estate is really high, so the market is kind of weird, or, these county commissioners, or this mayor, we got a new mayor, or the governor, or inflation, or this or that. It's all that head trash we hear all the time. I bet there's some victim mindset in there that's preventing Luke from moving forward and getting the people he needs in this business.
Great take. Possibility, but Luke, here's the thing. Paint a future for people. Every time you go live from a job site, which you should be doing, creating content, you're like, hey, we're here in such and such town and we're doing such and such thing. And I'll tell you what, I'm looking for people that want to level up their life. I'm looking for competitive, talented, skilled people. I know most of you watching this probably don't fit into that. Okay. That's the takeaway. It's a little bit of the takeaway. All right. But, now we're getting the whole story here. I don't own a business. I'm in sales. I've been interested in acquisitions. So there's a nice base to build off of. Okay. Well, need to hire more installers. Then you start painting a picture of who you want, what that ideal person looks like, and Luke, I'll tell you from personal experience, there's a lot of people out there that do the thing that suck at the business thing. They suck at sales. They suck at marketing. In fact, one of them was just here at my house before Neil and I went live, and Neil and I were talking to him. All right. He's great at the thing he does, but he's not good at the other thing. So there's 2 wings of the airplane: sales and marketing, operations. So you do content that's like, hey, I'm a fucking guru at marketing and sales. You're a guru at the operations. We need both wings to fly the plane. Hit me up. That's the Cliff Notes version. So anyway, Neil, Ramon.
You're going back to Ramon.
Yes. And by the way, that was not me rolling my tongue. I cannot roll my tongue. That's in the back of my throat.
I can't roll an R to save my life. No.
Ramon. That's how I do it. Anyway.
Wow. I learn something new every day about
Can
you guys.
You roll your tongue?
Oh yeah, I
It
can
kind
roll
of
an
sound
R.
like a
Ramon.
Velociraptor or something. What the hell was that?
Say it again there, Anthony.
Ramon.
I didn't hear the roll.
Rrr.
Thank you. Okay.
Oh,
It's like a purring kitten. See, it's
no, I don't.
Don't do that again. Don't do that again. All right, guys, it's my bedtime. I'm gonna go roll and hang out with Lindsay and Ethan. I'll see you guys.
See ya.
So
Thanks
Ramon
for
says,
jumping
can
on.
you guys create content for the Spanish community? We have the power, but we need the knowledge. Neil, would you like to share?
Well, I will say, Ramon, we hear you. we have thought the same thing. There are plans in the works to speak to the Spanish community. We have a couple different ideas we're working on currently. So stay tuned. We might have something more for Spanish community. I will say that, in our groups, we have a lot of Spanish Spanish is the first language members in Battleground. And I think those guys help each other, decipher some of the content since it's not in their native language, but
Yep.
we have plans to make it easier for you. So stay tuned.
There you go.
Do you have more to add to that?
No, that was it.
Okay.
So guys, our Mile High Profit Summit's coming up in a couple months, 75, 76 days or so from now. And we'd love you to be there. I just dropped a link in the comments. It's scrolling across the bottom of the screen. Got an amazing lineup for you guys this year, as always. And you need to be there. It's that simple. If you want to grow your business, if you want to be a better spouse or partner, this is not just a business event with a bunch of tactics. All right. It's so much deeper than that. The relationships, the love in the room, the tough love, the encouragement, the ideas you get. I could go on forever.
I mean, just what we've talked about here tonight. It's not tactics.
No,
that's not what moves the needle. It's what's happening. What's happening in between the ears is what moves the needle. Yeah, I can't tell you how many X'd my income, and my knowledge didn't really change over those years. What changed was my outlook, my attitude, my perception of my value, my willingness to put it out there. That's what changed. It wasn't that I learned some trick that, push the red button and you'll make 100,000 and push the blue button and you only make 10. It wasn't that. It was my outlook. It was my mindset. It's what I thought about myself that changed over that time.
Yeah.
And that's, I think, yes, we're going to teach you some tactics at Mile High. I shouldn't say some. We're going to teach you a lot of tactics at Mile High.
More importantly,
but that's not the real power of Mile High Profit Summit. The real power of Mile High Profit Summit is coming there and seeing other people and meeting other people and realizing you can. It's having that awakening that, holy shit, all these other people are doing it and they're not any smarter than I am. Why can't I do this? And then the light bulb goes on. And that's the real power of the event. It's not the tactics. Google some shit if you want to learn tactics. We're not teaching anything there that's revolutionary or new. There's going to be a lot. It's drinking from the fire hose, so it's going to be compressed in a short amount of time. You're going to learn a lot of things, but you can learn all that shit on Google. We're not teaching anything revolutionary. What we're really giving is the community and the belief that you can.
Yeah, and the opportunity to pick the brains of other people that are ahead of you. Like, guys,
right.
In addition to myself and others and Neil, and you got Tommy Mello running a $300 million company who's going to be talking about how to grow your fucking business. I mean, why wouldn't you want to be in the room?
Right.
Marcus Sheridan, I can go on for days on who's there.
And Anthony that was just here. Why wouldn't you want to have a conversation with Anthony?
Yeah, guys, Anthony grew from 300 grand to 2.7 million in 1 year at a 50% profit.
Right. And the beauty is, you're going to be able to talk to him. Just walk up to him and say, hey, tell me more about this.
Here's my situation. What would you
do this? Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And
Luke,
it's not just Anthony. It's 100 guys like Anthony.
Yeah. Luke is a summit on a weekend. It is September
2021.
20 and 21, which is a Friday, Saturday. We may have 1 or 2 VIP tickets left, which would make it a Thursday, Friday, Saturday. But if you just go to milehighprofitsummit.com, which I dropped in the link and that's scrolling across the screen, you will be able to get the info you need. So
there you go.
Any questions, you guys, about Mile High before we get out of here? How can we help you?
So while we're waiting for the questions to pour in, I'll ask you one.
Okay.
I'll ask you my own question. What is the speaker you're looking more forward to the most? We only have like 20 something to choose from. So who are you going to choose? Say me.
Okay, it's you.
No, it's not me.
All right, there's 2 that come to mind. This is kind of an impossible question, but the first is actually my wife.
Oh,
Lee and I, the Queen, we're going to be talking about how success starts at home. And I'm really interested to see the impact that she makes in the room, because the few times she's been on the stage before, it's crazy the number of people that come up at her afterwards and like, you're so direct, and I needed that. And you know, and so I'm really excited for that. And then I mean, dude, I'm looking at our speaker list right now. You know, we got, like you said, 20 something speakers, some people that have accomplished some amazing things, but I'm actually, and he's accomplished amazing things, but Chris Dwyer, who we call Yoda, he's really going to be hitting, the mindset of success. And I know what he's got planned is a little out of the box for people. And there's some active things going on during the session that he's going to do, because our biggest enemy right here, right? Our biggest enemy is between our ears. And you know, Chris, I mean, he's been instrumental in our lives and our business and helped so many of our fighters. And we decided this year we got to give him a whole keynote up there. He's got to have some time to do his thing. So I'm pretty fired up. How would you answer that? Who are you looking forward to?
you weren't supposed to ask me. This is a one-way question.
Quit being a pussy.
Yeah, well, I thought of Chris, but Chris is my wild card, but my safe bet is Marcus.
Yeah.
Just because, so Marcus Sheridan, if you don't know, the author of They Ask You Answer, also what's the other book called? The Video Sale or something
The
like
visual
that?
sale.
The Visual Sale. Amazing speaker. I love to see Marcus, the energy, just the way he gets the whole crowd involved, and to have him, he was here in 2022. He's back in 24 to expand on the talk he did in 22. And I'm just curious what he's going to say. I'm there as an attendee for that one.
I am too.
Yeah.
And speaking of that, I am grabbing the link. So for those of you that don't know, if you go to the link that I'm dropping right now, you will see some of Marcus's talk from 2022, and I'm doing a reaction video to it. So you can check that out.
Yes.
Speaking of wife, how do I show my wife the value of the trip to the summit?
Ooh.
So I'm going to answer this by reading the post I did the other day. Is that okay? You okay with that?
Sure.
All right.
Yeah. Go for it.
Who asked that? Is that Andrew? I don't see the thing anymore.
Aaron Tate. Yep.
It wasn't Andrew Tate? Okay. Damn it.
Aaron, you were close. It's an A.
Excuse me. Burping.
Dang.
Yeah. Where's my post? All right. So, Aaron, this is a message I put in our Battleground community yesterday, and I'm just going to read it flat out. I can't see you or the screen or Neil. I'm reading the post. Battleground, this is not meant to be a high pressure pitch. It's nothing more than me sharing what I've seen over and over again. Mile High Profit Summit is different. The frequency in the room is different. The love, the energy, the lack of ego, the giving, the tough love, the one nugget that changes everything for you. Getting to meet the people you've been connecting with here is powerful. I've seen eyes opened, hope given, marriages strengthened, relationships mended, bank accounts fattened. I've seen men in tears apologizing to their wives for being shitheads. I've seen wives look at their husbands and say, I get it now. Business is fucking hard. Your business is hard. My business is hard. We don't have it all dialed in. In fact, 2024 has been one of the toughest or hardest years I've ever had in business. I actually said to the Queen, if I make it through 2024, I can do anything. I need all of you just as much as you need to be there. I have one guarantee. If you come, if you lean in, you will experience a moment that will impact the rest of your life. I've seen people drive there on their last dollar and sleep in their car. I've seen people not eat when they go to dinner because funds are tight. I've watched people show up when everyone else in their life thought they were out of their mind, and the payoff, they're better, stronger, more confident. They make more money. They found their people. My prayer is that if you are even if 5% of you is thinking about coming, then you got to make it happen. Those who win the most actually risk the most. They do the shit and then ask, what the fuck did I just commit to? You got to terrify yourself a little. I'm doing that in several ways in 2024. It's terrifying. It's stressful, but I know on the other side, there will be a version of me that cannot be stopped. Will you join me? So that's how I would answer that. And I would also tell you that spouses are half price. And we do that because we believe it's that important for them to be in the room with you, Aaron. And I just dropped that whole post in there for you. Hopefully it populates. And guess not. So it cut it off. Anyway.
It did it in like 3 posts or something, or 4
did
posts.
All right, whatever.
Yeah.
Cool. But anyway, my point here, Aaron, is your wife will experience the value. She'll get to hang with my wife. All right. She'll get to hang with, I mean, Neil, how many couples come? God, fucking 60% of the fucking room.
I was going to say it's about 2/3 of the room. Yeah.
Yeah. And Aaron, if you didn't listen to our recent podcast, I haven't put it on YouTube yet. The Contractor Fight podcast. I believe it was our latest episode.
Yes. The one that came out on Saturday.
Yeah, it came out on Saturday, Aaron. There it is. Mark and Michelle Bunker. I'm telling you, these guys are absolute, just such an amazing couple, and you and your wife will get to hang with them. I just dropped the link to that in there. It was a powerful interview. Just have you and your wife should listen to it, and that's what you can expect. So anyway, Jeff,
Can I
go, but
I add to that?
Working. What's that?
Can I add to that?
Of course.
To the answer for Aaron? I would say too that, I mean, those are all, what Tom said is great, all good, but I would also add that you have to believe.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you have to believe that coming here is what's going to move the needle for you. And I know with my wife, if I come to her and I really I have to lay it out. Like I really believe it. And this is what I see happening. And this is why I see this being a good decision. She's very much the logical brain. So
Yep.
I have to go with that logic a little bit. Right. Not that I'm manipulating or anything. I just know that she wants facts.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm going to have to go at her with, why do I believe that I need to be there? And how is this going to change my business, my life, our life? It just can't be hey baby, please let me go. There's got to be some facts to back it up.
Yeah. Well, and again, if nothing changes, nothing changes. If
Right.
the things you're doing now are not getting you where you want, then it's time for a tweak. And that's okay.
Right.
We all tweak. My business tweaks, your business tweaks, you guys. It's a speaking of the Queen, come say hi to YouTube, honey.
YouTube?
Yeah.
Hi, YouTube.
Hi, YouTube.
Hi, YouTube.
Why should somebody I'm gonna read
It's
her
Neil.
question here.
Hi.
There's Neil. Yeah, whatever. Somebody says,
Yeah.
speaking of my wife, how do I show my wife the value of the trip to the Mile High Summit?
Oh my gosh. And they've not been before?
No.
I guess they have to call Mark Bunker.
I just interviewed the bunkers on the podcast.
Yeah.
We just posted it. It was so powerful.
I love it. It's such a community. That's what it is. It's the community. It's the tribe. It's the connections. It's the energy. It's so fun. It's
once
so
she
fun.
gets there, she'll get it. But how do we get her there?
Talk to Michelle Bunker. Talk to, and there's so many women that are part of this. Lisa
Talk to
Willer, for
Lisa,
sure.
Talk to Michelle.
All I can say is
Nikki.
It broadens your community and your tribe, which I think is super important. And the more connections you make, I think the better your life is. So, nobody wants to live in a closet. It's got to get out there, got to meet people. So it's all about the connections. Hey, you got guitars on your wall too.
Yes.
We do too, but we don't.
They're over there.
Yeah, they're over there.
Mando,
Yeah.
guitar.
That's pretty cool. That looks good.
All right, guys, we're going to wrap up in a couple minutes. That's why she came down, because she's like, can we eat
I'm
dinner?
hungry.
Neil's got to eat. Give me a kiss. I love
You're
you.
hungry. It's 8:30 here. Come on.
Yeah. We're 7:30.
All right, guys.
So,
Ciao.
ciao. So one more question here, Luke. Is anyone understanding the power of marketing on X? I would like to know more about X compared to other platforms for advertising content. Luke, don't fucking go on X. It's not going to grow your contracting business. You could do 150,000 posts and maybe you'll get one lead, right? Don't fucking waste your time, you guys, unless
Luke said he's in high-income Southeast Michigan. So where are high-income Southeast Michigan housewives hanging out?
Not on
Probably
X.
not X.
Yeah. Yep. Yes.
As much as we all hate it, it's Facebook. Sorry. It's Facebook. It's Instagram.
Yeah. And for the record, I fucking hate Facebook. So
we all do, but it's the game. So.
Hit the link. Mile High.
You're welcome, Aaron.
ProfitSummit.com. I just posted the bunkers interview again for those of you that need to hear it.
It was it's one of my favorite episodes of 2024.
It was one of my favorite interviews ever because I know their history. And we didn't get into all the adversity that they went through, which I'm not going to share because they didn't share it on the episode. But let me just tell you, they've had a brutal ride. Okay.
Yeah.
A brutal fucking ride. And Neil, you probably caught it when I said I didn't mean this in a bad way to them, but they've kind of become the grandparents of the group.
Oh, I caught
Okay.
it. Yeah. But Michelle liked it, so
She
she
loved
thought
it.
that was a badge of
She's like,
honor.
I want to be mama, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
And so many of the younger women in the group are leaning on her and reaching out to her. Guys, that's what this community is about. Okay. It is true. I mean, I'm not lacking for friends, let me tell you that, but I can tell you my best relationships are in the fight and they don't live near me.
Yeah.
A couple of them do. Yoda, Chris Dwyer lives right down the road for me and this and that, but my best friends in the world are in this community. And you know how I met them all? I went to an event. And that's where I met everybody.
And you know what else?
Or,
You got 5.5 hours to grab tickets before early bird ends. So,
I mean, if you guys want to pay more money, I'm good with it. That's cool.
we like money.
You know,
I'm a self-confessed money lover. But
but
you don't
we
have
want you
to.
spend more than you need to spend. So milehighprofitsummit.com, check it out. If you have questions, email help@thecontractorfight.com. And we'll see you guys in Denver. So,
Yep. See ya.
Neil, love you, brother. Thanks for
Thank
everything.
you.
Guys, have a great night. And we will see you in September. I'm out.